Hi, this is James Schramko from internetmarketingspeed.com, and this is an exclusive interview for the subscribers of Transparent Internet Marketing with Ollie. And today I'm going to answer 5 questions put to me by Ollie about how to succeed online. And the first question relates to my transition from my day job to running a successful internet business. Now, when I started internet marketing, I had a full-time job. I used to be a general manager for a Mercedes-Benz dealership. So I had a pretty complicated role running a large team. There was over 70 people in the business. And I was in charge of each department. So we had sales, we had service, we had parts, and we had finance. And then, of course, administration to run the whole thing. And we were spread out over 3 different locations. So my internet marketing bug bit, as I'm sure it has with many listeners. And that actually caused me to, I guess, kind of be obsessed with trying to make this internet thing work, because I realized that my job, whilst highly paid, was also dangerous. Having one source of income that could be stopped at any minute was a concern, especially as America slipped into a financial crisis. I found it incredibly difficult to build a website when I started out. In fact, it was so challenging that I guess I could have given up if I didn't have a big enough reason to move forward. So I was certainly motivated by having a second income and by the dream that perhaps one day I could leverage my business on the internet and not even have to go to a job. And I stuck that out for about 3.5 years, working from about 9:30 at night through to 2 in the morning, in between going to full-time day job from sort of 8 in the morning right through to 6 or 7 at night. So it was very, very difficult and challenging. And I think most people probably give up well before I would. But what was driving me was the fact that I had 4 children and I had a mortgage, and I actually saw the possibility that it could be achieved because other people were appearing to do it. And I would say that even though it was very, very difficult, my reasoning was that since I was able to do a difficult job already, perhaps I could move across into that field. I certainly found the challenges much harder than I thought, and there were several moments when I just wondered, how did people do this? It just seemed so far away. And the first 9 months in particular were grueling, especially when I had other people's reactions around me. Some of my friends were telling me how much easier it was for them to do property or shares. Some of them said, look, this internet stuff doesn't seem very rewarding. And initially my family members were concerned about the amount of time that I spent for no reward whatsoever. Now, at least I wasn't spending a lot of money on courses or products, but I also wasn't making any. So it was pretty frustrating. I noticed that my work, the closer I got to being able to leave my job, the more I became engaged in the internet marketing stuff. And sites like Facebook and Twitter were popping up, and I would join them, and people would actually say, why would you go on a site like Facebook? They didn't understand the power of it or the point of it. But of course, 4 years later, since I quit my job, I think they understand the power of Facebook now. So sometimes it just takes a little bit of foresight and to be a little bit strong in your self-belief. If you know that other people are achieving success, then it must technically be possible, but you really have to search within yourself for that motivation. Ollie asked me about the internet marketing world. It seems very different now from when I first entered it. Therefore, if I were to wave a magic wand and woke up today, having never entered the online world, knowing what I know now, where would I recommend someone start now?